Welcome guys to the Niekerk Racing channel. Yeah, today is a little bit of a different thing. We're gonna unbox some stuff and put some new parts on. I'm excited always. And yeah, I'm Danie Van Niekerk and
I'm Ernest Roos.
And welcome. So early this morning we received these two boxes. We're gonna unbox them just now and see what's in there. Yeah. And then for what's your verdict for what car do you think is it?
Must be for a Supa Polo.
Oh yes, but first let's get the baby in on the lift. Box number 1. What's in there, Chris?
One is heavy and one is not so heavy.
Look at these puppies. There will also be a caliper. Oh no.
So,
And this must be the disc then.
oh, it's heavy, it's big.
Oh, new bells and the first thing is first, we have to take the wheel off, and then we're going to strip all the old parts, which is the disc, the bell, caliper and the caliper brackets, and then we're ready for installation. So first we have to take this spacer off, and then we can slide the disc off. Taking the clips out for the pins that pads is just slide out quick and easy. Not as easy as Brembo's, but it's alright. So this is the banjo fitting that gets the brake fluid from the pipe to the caliper. And you obviously got a bucket because this is a messy one. And remember, don't get brake fluid on the paint. And a trick that my dad taught me is, if you do, throw water on top of it, because water neutralizes the brake fluid. Now we're loosening the duct, the metal duct that's bolted onto the caliper bracket. Once that is off, you can take the caliper bracket off. It's actually got some damage. Just as while we changing it, we didn't know about it. The thread is coming out, lead coil or something, and then we can replace that. As you can see, the new caliper bracket is on, and Ernest is assembling the spacer. And then we're ready to put the caliper on, put the hose back on, and then start bleeding. Yeah, all the bolts and parts, everything is nicely marked, and yeah, strange that they don't give the torque settings, but we know that. And then once we have tightened everything, we torque it to specific newton meters according to the bolt size, and then we mark every single bolt with a Cokie mark. And then when we do race prep, we keep an eye on those things. If it moves, and then yeah, give us an indication, or in between races. Yeah, so all the bolts that we have torqued now, we quickly just mark them. last job to do is to put the wheels back on. We've bleeded it now. There's no more bubbles in. There's like no travel on the pedal. Yeah, another job successful. You see these beautiful rotors and calipers. And what do you think of it?
Beautiful.
Looks amazing. Let's just take that sticker off, clean it with some brake cleaner, and Bob's your uncle. And remember to like and subscribe. Another cool little thing is this temperature readout here. So this will give you the maximum what it was. It will just color itself in until the maximum, and then yeah, afterwards you can check the temperature. And then that's for the caliper, and then for the disc to bed that in, there's a piece of paper that comes with it that tells you what color what goes, and then you know what temperature the disc goes. So that's quite nice, nice feature from Powerbrake. To get these pads and discs bed in, there's a long thing you can read up in the instructions, but what we found out, we got a temperature gun, and then I'll go drive it actually on the road, and then yeah, not under race conditions, they're not harsh braking, but I'll start driving to get this this paint off. Just light pedal and brake a little bit like normal driving, and then I'll start going a little bit faster. They also say in the pamphlet that you might get a brake fade, but we luckily haven't got that yet. And then we just run it, and then eventually I started left foot braking kind of thing, accelerate and brake a little bit to get some heat in, the heat build up, and then I leave it, cool it down a little bit while I'm driving, because the air is coming in by these nice little air ducts over there, through the piping, ducting, and onto the disc and caliper. And yeah, then I go again, and I left foot brake again to get some heat in. Then I stop by Ernest. He'll check with a gun what's the temperatures, and he'll see if all the paint is nicely evenly off. And I just keep on doing it for a while, and yeah, until that the heat is nice and high and both sides are equal. Yeah, and then Bob's your uncle. Another little cool thing, I love tools, right? Ernest as well. We got this little bleeder, what they call it, bleeder tool. It's a 1mm socket. You can put the pipe through there. Yeah, nice little tool for our toolbox. So obviously we got a lot of questions about why we're putting a brake upgrade on. So these discs, the rotors are much bigger than the older ones, and calipers is also much bigger, and they did some development on that. And then yeah, why we're putting it on is because we tested it for Volkswagen and Powerbrake like 2 years ago in Killarney 9 hour, am I right? And which we won, and the brakes were fantastic. It was the pads lasted the whole event, the whole 9 hour. So for qualifying, we put pads in, and for when the race started, just before the race started, we put new pads in, and we finished with the same pads. And after the race, the Monday, whatever, we went, and the pads were still fantastic. So with the older pads, we were using a set of pads per race. So yeah, that's why we did it. Durability, and also the disc, the older discs, they were cracking and not lasting, and these discs still look brand new when we checked it on the Monday. So yeah, that's why we did it. And also we had on the smaller tracks where there wasn't a lot of ventilation or long straights for cooling, we also got brake fade. So that was another thing. And in the endurance race, we didn't have any of that problem. Maybe when we sat behind the safety car, a couple of times I was behind the steering wheel, then the brakes wasn't that good the first lap, because the safety car was going so slow that we couldn't keep enough heat in the disc and in pads. And is there anything else? Yeah, quick and easy to fit it, and this is a master in it. Yeah, awesome. Like and subscribe and ask questions.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. So yeah, this is today's episode of Van Niekerk Racing's workshop.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. It will help us a lot. Peace out.